Hi friends, welcome to Android series. Today we'll discuss about intent second part. In the previous section I explained about code snippet for navigation to another component. Now this section will see about how to send data to another component. Okay, if you want to send the data, the lines are same but you need to add some extra content in your main activity. Okay, that is called put extra. You want to put some message, some extra data you are sending, right? That message you want to send. How we can do that, we'll see today. Okay, now where is my main activity? This is my main activity. Okay, so what I will do now, just copying these lines, I will comment those lines for you, your understanding. Okay, now select command option question mark. If you do, it will be in comment if you want to comment anything. Okay, now where is my activity? In the previous section I explained about these things, just I'm directly going and typing, right? Okay, now intent dot, if you see the put, we have a lot of types. We have key is a string and a value will be a anything, string, boolean, double, short, float, anything. Okay, right now we'll use as a anything string we will use. Okay, now which one? Key. Here key is a unique, any name you can give. What I will go, I will giving as a Java Express. This is my key. And value, what is my value? Whatever you are typing, that value you need to give, right? That is the output value you will get. That output value I'm keeping here now. Just it, this part is you send data to the Android OS. Android will go and check the manifest file. I didn't explain about the manifest file, right? Whenever you create any activity, all activities will be registered. It will be there in Android manifest.xml file. If you see here, activity name, second activity, activity name, main activity, I created for test purpose another activity. All activities will be registered in main.xml. This is my launcher home screen. If you want to define which activity is your home screen, you can define inside an intent filter. That is a main and launcher. This section I will explain, let it be. Now Android OS will go and check this second activity. Okay, I hope you are clear. Here you can define activities, services, broadcast receivers, content providers, everything you can define here. Even application name, application package, this is application package, and application icon, this is my icon. You know, mid map I explained, right? When I given the mid map, you can given your icon also. This is a label, this is a rounded icon. This is support RTL, means if you go in the Arabic, they will see the app right to left. We are writing left to right, right? They will say right to left. So we are giving that support also here. This is the theme. That's it, nothing else in manifest file. Okay, let me quickly start for the main activity. Now whenever you done this one, it will go second activity, go for second activity. Here you need to do some actions. Okay, when I explain in the PPT what I done, I need to receive an intent object. Before that, whether really intent object is available or not, you need to check. Okay, now what I will do, get intent. There is a get intent. See, in the Java you need to write a get intent. In the Kotlin you need to write get set, like that, just intent dot extras. If you given get extras, it will give a bundle object. Okay, now single line I will do. Okay, you got some object again. Okay, I will make it a clarification for you, where I will get a bundle object from the extras. Okay, now whether this bundle object is a null or not. Why? Because this intent some data is available or not, it will check, it will return a object to you. That object you need to check whether the condition is there or null or not. What I will do, bundle. Okay, if you want to check whether the object is a null or not in Kotlin. Okay, in how the traditional approach, how you will do, if bundle not equals to null, this is the way of writing, right? This is the way of writing in the traditional programming, right, in Java. Now what I will do, bundle dot get, there is a key. You know which key you given? I given as a Java Express. right? Okay, you need to convert into a two string. If you given the two string, you will get a value of string result. You got your, sorry, this is a var. Okay, you got your output, right? This is the result. If you want to print in the log statement, just you go ahead and print here. What I will do, the result here I will do. If you want to append, if you want to print any data in Kotlin, what we will do, plus we will give. But here you use a string template. We can use a dollar, you can give the value, it will be print the value. Okay, let me run my application just to save. Okay, you will define in the I will see in the loggers. I will make it as a second activity. Okay, second activity. Wow, where is my application? Okay, this is my application. What I'm giving as Android, I'm given. Check the logs button. If you do the button, what it is displaying, on create method is called on create Android. Whatever you given in the loggers, it is displaying. Now this Android I want to display inside your main activity, inside in second activity. How I can do that? You know how to create edit text box, already I explained this one. Okay, go for activity underscore second, no need to do, go and drag your plain text here. That's it, nothing else. Let me keep it in the top, this one. Sorry, not main id. You want to see the text, right? Go and drag your text view object. Okay, next this text view I need to define an id. What I will go, txt result I'm giving. Okay, I'm giving. So while printing I want to increase my size also. How I can do that? Text size, how much size you want? I want to print 30 sp. Okay, it will be print here now. Now if you want to give an any color, just go ahead and give the color also. Text color, you want to give some dark background, something, some black. Okay, I hope you are clear. Now in second activity I need to get this object, right? Get this view. How I can do that? What I will do now, one more thing, I'm the Kotlin, I'm explaining the new thing. If you go for the main activity, this is my not text view, you are fetching like this, right? What I will do, I want to define object at the class level. Okay, how I can do that? Where, which this is which object, this is which object, text view, right? I'm defining as a text view equals to, okay, sorry, you need to define the variable, right? Text view. Okay, if you define here, Kotlin won't accept in this way. You need to add the late init modifier. That means whatever you defining the value here, I will initialize later. You are saying in this way. This is one more, late init is a keyword. Now what I will do, text view copy. Okay, now I need to create an object. How to create an object? Text view equals to find view by id, r dot id dot. Okay, you define as a txt view, txt result. This is the one you define the value. Just you go and cross check. This is the variable name. See, txt result. Where is my second? This is my text. Now in this text view you need to set the value. You can fetch, either you can set. What I will do, text view dot, basically we will use in Java dot set, right? Here dot set is not required. You can print text. Okay, set instead the method you are giving, just you can assign the value result. That's it, your job is done. Okay, let me go and run my application. It's loading. Now here you can define you can give in Java Express. Okay, click button. See where it is printing at the top. Why it is printing? I didn't given any constraints, that's why it is printing here. Just go here, this one what I will do, I will drag to here, I will drag to down. Okay, I will make it here. Your constraints are given, so you need to give the right side constraint, you can give the left side constraint. Either you can do this inference constraint also, no problem that part. Okay, again I'm running my application, it's loading. In the meanwhile, we discussed about the null condition, right? This is a way of writing in the traditional programming. Okay, now I'm giving some name, what any name you can give, Java I'm giving. Okay, click the button. See, it is printed the Java, the value is printed. The alignment issue we can see, no problem that part. While we designing any login screen, registration form, then we'll develop, because in the layouts we have different types of layouts we have. Okay, as of now think about it in the back end how we are printing the value. Okay, I hope you are clear. This is one way of writing. One more way of writing is keep it here, I'm keeping as a comment, and I no need to write in this way. If you want to check the null condition, give here question mark. If you given the question mark, just simply it will check whether if it is a null, not null, then it will go and print. Otherwise your value nothing will be there, it's simply some empty will be there. This is the way of writing your code. I hope everyone is understood this one. About in the next section I will explain about implicit intents, what is the use, where to use that, I will explain the next section. Thank you guys.